What's your favourite TV show?
It'd have to be the young ones.
What about XTV?
What, XTV?
XTV.
XTV?
Yes, that.
I've not heard of that.
What? Shocking.
Check out XTV. Look out XTV. Watch out XTV. Freak out XTV. 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 Check out XTV. Look out XTV. Watch out XTV. Freak out XTV. 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 XTV.
Anant does not know what the FTSE 100 index is.
Exhibition on top of the microwave.
Top marks on the pie there.
A rat she had caught and killed.
One of my favorite characters from Bugs Bunny.
Let's make samosas for all the other houses.
Mounted this mic on it and just hit it like that. Ran it through some effects and another trippy ice.
We are in this sink, I'm telling you. We're in a sink.
Death. Live as cool as you like. You leave in a car with curtains.
For Giant Screen Home Entertainment.
Boy, I can think of a lot of people I'd love to kill. Like my little sister, or my teacher, or that guy I don't like. Then I'd never have to see them again.
Don't say that. You just can't kill people.
Why can't we kill people?
Yeah, why? I love passing them through my body. You just can't go around killing people, that's all.
Why?
You just can't. Why? You just can't. If you do, then they come back as ghosts and terrorize and viciously torment you. Like let's say you kill somebody with a blowtorch. 10 flaming fingers on 2 huge flaming hands will come out of your bedroom closet to incinerate you. And the police, they'll just say that you spontaneously combusted. I don't know. And don't shoot people either. Or else, sometimes, when you're all alone outside, a monster's dead cowboy on a skeleton horse will chase you down with a lasso made from live stakes. He'll tie you up, and then he'll shoot at you with invisible ghost bullets. They don't kill you. They don't kill you at all. They're just really loud and tickle you until you poo. And if you poison your neighbor...
There you go.
His ghosts will typically come back and mess up your house. You know, like let the air out of your car tires, steal your socks, and wrinkle your pants. And if you have kids, they'll try and steal them or trick them into dangerous traps the ghosts are experts at setting. I mean, if you kill people, it's almost 100% certain they'll return as a ghost seeking vengeance. So do not try it, okay?
Okay, I won't.
Promise me.
I will promise you on the condition you promise me not to kill anyone.
I promise.
Do you?
I do, I promise.
Well, make it sound a little more sincere, because you really don't have any sort of... You farted!
Noise. There is no noise in the realms beyond. Any noise of the life is my favorite noise.
Ragbone. Hi, and welcome to Miscellaneous Metals. Box number 3. You're going to have to come closer. Right, okay, this is the really big box of stuff. So yeah, we've got a few bits in bags. Really big sort of metal brackets like these. I don't know what the hell this is, but it looks like it's only got some sort of industrial use. But I'll think of something to do. Like an old chain. I made this as a belt originally when I was a kid. Like, imagine wearing that as a belt. This is from a sliding door. We'll repurpose that for something. Look at that, that's cool. It's solid metal.
I'd like to hardly be here, so I'm never really entirely there. Yeah, and it's just dead easy. Do you know what I mean?
No, but
yeah,
you know.
and that's funny that you don't. You like to be really
Well, it's
there,
because it gives
don't
you something to do, doesn't it? You know, otherwise you're just sitting there, you know, like you're some sort of, I don't know, guru or something. It's here. The swamp's rising. It's in your eyes. It's in your ears. It's up your nose. It's in your mouth. It's splashing over you from behind. It's next.
And you'll love the prices.
Hello again and welcome back to another episode of Picnic Eggs, bringing prog and poetry to the Peak Districts with your Trek Your Head walking crew. And here we have the chef, known as Brent. Obviously, another key ingredients to a picnic is sustenance, and here we've got Brent has been making surprise pies every week. What's in this pie, Brent?
In this pie is an egg.
Perfect. Laid by your own hens.
Laid by my own hens.
Excellent.
And there is a parsnip potato leek.
Parsnip potato
leek.
Egg, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Corned beef, black pudding, garlic. Stuff that shouldn't be in a pie together.
Stuff that shouldn't be in a pie. Perpetrators of the pie. Okay then, right. Well, I'm going to get into this pie, and then we'll have to peruse a little bit more music before the end of the show. Back to the portable picnic player. Top marks on the pie there, Brent. Right, a little bonus ball now. A brilliant Spanish record. It probably must be one of my favourite record covers all the time. Ordained with a few dozen eggs. The track's called Tarantos. I don't know if it's an egg-themed record, but it's got a brilliant intro. It's definitely a good contender for the egg-themed edition of Picnic Eggs with me, Andy Votel.
The all-new Chatback now on 09060 7070.
Half a dozen car parks away were the people who took up American football in the UK. Spare a thought for them. They hadn't seen this coming. Wasn't the big change they were banking on. They would eventually die with slightly different thoughts going through their minds. Not just burgers and chili dogs, but metallic smells and loud two-tone car horns blowing in their faces. That's what they always wanted. They would eventually contemplate big cities beyond their understanding, and the slow, complex upset of living in huge buildings. These people could justifiably at the end, I suppose, have referred to themselves as dudes.
I really like sending letters in the post. There's just something about sending something out into the unknown. Here I am 10 years ago, pregnant, sending a huge letter in the post to Casey Raymond. He's the one we're making this TV show with. I once had a dream to send the smallest letter in the world. It occurred to me in the dream that the smallest letter could be no smaller than a first-class stamp. It was literally impossible for it to be any smaller. And so I woke up from the dream and decided to make the letter. And I sent that letter to a friend. And now I'm going to show you how to do it too. How to make the smallest letter in the world. So, I've got a stamp here with this stupid, it's got a stupid barcode on it now, so I'm just cutting that right off. That's the size it's going to be, this letter. You want to draw around that stamp. Hopefully, Casey Raymond could do one of those things where you know, where it goes really fast. Speeds it up. Draw around the stamp 4 times to make a cross shape. Cut 2 of the ends to make triangles. Write a secret code and put it inside. Fold in the sides and stick down the 2 triangles. Write address. The smallest letter in the world. So let's go and post it. Farewell, Sargasso Eel. May your odyssey through Royal Mail be fruitful. Don't get licked up by a dog.
Hello, I'm Chris Evans. Not that one. Or that one. This one. Look at my face. It's different from those other ones. You're watching Eggs TV.
Eggs TV.
Oh.
Hello?
It's Ian Mackay. Hello.
Wow. Hi, Ed. Hey, how are you?
Do you ever get knackered?
You know, it's weird. I sleep about 4 or 5 hours a night, and I tell doctors that, and they go, "How do you feel?" And I say, "I feel fine." And then they go, "I guess that's enough."
Too much reality coming through.
One of our favourite documentary films has got to be Driver 23.
Yeah, it's great.
It stars Dan Cleveland as the lead singer and guitarist of a band called
Dark Horse.
And they're like a rock, I'd say like a...
Well, kind of metal-ish.
Metal-y,
yeah.
heavy rock band in small town America. We got really obsessed by watching this documentary, and we really love Dan Cleveland. We think him and his ethos is like really inspirational.
Well, it's kind of DIY, isn't it? So it's like...
So this is a film about why we love Driver 23. So the opening scene really sets Dan's stall, and he's like there at the front. I always think it's a stage, but I'm not sure whether it is. I think it might be in his practice room. And he's just like fiddling about with these pedals, just saying
fix something with his...
Just saying how hard it is, and he just keeps saying... I remember the opening lines of the film are...
It's getting worse and worse. I take pleasure in being able to accomplish what someone else accomplishes with less to work with. I take pleasure in succeeding in doing that. But I mean, no one wants to start with the disadvantage, I don't think. Although a lot of people do.
His, like, I don't know if it's his mum or his aunties, but he has his family involved. His family seem to always be around.
Yeah, gets them in to play him a song, and it's like, you know, they're eating the breakfast cereal or something.
It's called schizophrenia. Because I don't want to call it the grief cyclist. So, and it does switch back and forth rather violently between moods. And it's describing the phases of the grief cycle.
One thing that really resonates with me on Driver 23 is Dan Cleveland's inventions. His ramp when he's pulling. Instead of carrying all these heavy cabs up, he devises this system, or he tries to devise this system to bring these heavy cabs up on a pulley system, and it's just brilliant.
Both guys should be here. And you're right, one guy pushes down on the front of the cabinet when it gets to that pivot point, and the other guy pulls. Ah, that was the test. I didn't get here in time. I should have gotten here before then.
It's much easier to carry your cabs upstairs, but he's got an idea and he wants to carry it through until it's finished.
Well, Dan, quite frankly, this is a lot easier, and we're going to get...
No, it is not a lot easier.
Dan, you haven't been hauling gear. We've been doing it for the past 5 minutes. It's a lot easier.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
We're not done yet.
Dan, we're hauling gear, and you're not. You don't know what it's...
Okay, haul that up.
While all his band are walking past him with guitars and humping amps up the stairs, Dan's there drilling, trying to get this freaking pulley system to work. He didn't run for his money.
Go in there.
He's made a little thing on the end of it. He puts a bit of gaffer tape on the end of his cigar to use as a thing. He's made gaffer tape slippers.
Yeah, gaffer tape slippers, which is a kind of tall thing.
He makes a home gym. He puts some breeze blocks in a crate thing, and he does this home gym system that he's made by himself.
His keyboard taped to his legs when he's playing games for obviously to stop it slipping off.
He's made a guitar. I do remember his guitar strap.
Oh yeah, he's got his guitar strap, but also he's got this double neck guitar where he's stuck an electric guitar onto the bottom of an acoustic guitar. Which is just like, you know, it's brilliant because obviously like divide double neck guitar is pretty expensive, so he's like, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this electric guitar on the bottom.
And the guitar strap there is completely, it's like re-engineers everything with absolutely no need whatsoever.
Okay, this is my guitar belt. I do not use a guitar strap. Well, it puts all the weight on my hips where my body's built to take the weight. Second of all, it keeps the straps from being over here so I can swing this arm freely, which you can't do when you have a strap.
You can do a little, well, yeah, you can, but...
If there's a different way of doing it, Dan Cleveland will do it, and I guess that's what we love about the film.
And made a mallet here with friction tape, and then I mounted this mic on it and just sit it like that. Ran it through some effects, and another trip I sped up the tape and then slowed it back down so it sounds lower, but that's it, that's it. It sounds like timpani on the recording, but it's not.
Be a good bird, Biggie. Hi, I'm Iggy Pop, and that's Biggie Pop, and you're watching Eggs TV.
Boom, pop, pop, pop. Santa Claus down the chimney, bringing toys for Jiminy Cricket. Yeah, there's the ticket. Hooray for Santa Claus. Santa Claus on his sleigh, bringing toys on Christmas Day. Bringing toys for Billy and Bob and Susan and Sarah and that slob down the street. Everyone. Yeah, Santa Claus, he can't be beat. Santa Claus in the Macy Parade, bringing toys. On Christmas Day, he will lead the way. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Yeah, this ain't his first rodeo. Santa Claus, he's the guy. Santa Claus, he knows what and he knows why. And he knows who has been good and he knows who has been bad. Yeah, all that trash. Santa Claus. Yeah, Santa Claus. Hooray. Pow.
Exhibition on top of the microwave. This owl is actually a musical instrument, and you blow in here. Yeah, makes a sound. Bear with me.
World wants more and consumerism and more and more and more. Who are we to stop you? Here's some more.
Look at that, I mean, look at that. That's an old, like, door shutter. But, can't imagine having a door big enough for that to shut, really, but I can't really just chuck it in the bin, can I? Fall through a bin bag. But yeah, so just got loads of stuff like that. So I just wanted to show you box number 3. I'm not going to go too far into that, but
It'll fall through a bin bag.
What?
My God.
Miscellaneous metal. I need to tidy all this up a bit. I might fit in.
This sound guide to British birds has two unique qualities: smooth and consistent usefulness, and contrived tape-cut sounds.
Montague's hobby, bean goose. Ducks call, quack gadwall, quack gargany, goosander rattle, with slow terminal flourish. Red-backed bearded nuthatch. Golden ouzel, tree creeper.
I don't know how to tell you this, but, well, that isn't a female version of you.
Ooh.
No, it's not a she. It's not even living. Oh, honest, Bruce. Well, it's a glorified mop.
This is my pile of clay. It's my latest creation for the lovely eggs. Their collaboration with Iggy Pop. And as you can see, lots of different colours. And there's a few little characters, mostly robots, but they've all been pulled apart and used for other things. And heaps of little cutouts. As you can see, over here. It's just a bit chaotic at the moment. I'm still just finishing up the clip and kind of shit everywhere at the moment. So Dave and Holly sent me footage. And then I put them on my computer, print them off, and then cut each one. Bit of inspo. This awesome artist Dax Norman. And my little guys. So these little guys are going to get chased by a monster. Might be the last bit of animation. Some more clay. Mostly from past clips that I've worked on. Here's some stuff from a Tim Presley clip I worked on with Alex McLaren. It was organised in by colour, but then it just got a bit messy. But it all holds up pretty well. You can still use it. So this is it's a pasta maker. Show you how it works. Grab a bit of clay. As you can see, beautiful flat clay. Multiple uses. Alright, this is my setup. I've got my A7 and I'm working on bits of clay. Here I've got some eyes.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever fried?
The thing that comes to mind, it's not exactly the weirdest thing, but it was one of the weirdest experiences. In the 80s, I had gone to England and I'd had samosas. and I thought they were delicious. So when I came back over here, it was getting towards Christmas, and at that time, there's all these punk houses here in Washington, the area. There's all these group houses of intentional communities like punks. And those of us here at Discord House, where I'm speaking to you from at the moment, there was 5 or 6 of us living here at the time. And we decided, my idea, I was like, let's make samosas for all the other houses. So we went to an Indian food distributor, and we bought a can of ghee, the clarified butter, which we were told you would have to use. This has been 85, because before I was a vegan in 86, starting in 86. And we made, 100 of them, little tiny samosas, and we started putting them into the oil, and they were just cooking right up, and they were browning and looked amazing. And we were taking them out, and we had, on all the counters in the kitchen, we had covered with paper towels so they could be dry out, and cool off. And we had them stacked everywhere. And then at some point, after we'd made like 60 of them or something, I decided to give one a shot, because I was like, all right, let's see what we made. And I took a bite, and it was like biting into a sponge filled with ghee, oil.
Hey, don't sit around. Get on the phone for some tittle-tattle. Call 0891 66.
My name is David Shrigley, and you're watching XTV. Stay tuned for more things.
Here's a poem written in the magic realist style. Why? Because it's necessary. Why? Because it's set in a mythical Oldham. Why mythical? Why magical? Because I've never been to Oldham. It was in the opposite direction to anywhere I wanted to go. To this day, I've never been to Oldham. But whenever I hear Oldham mentioned on the Tea Time News in my Essex hometown, it's never good news. Never good news. I imagine Oldham is anxious to see itself as a modern metropolis. Why not? I'm sure they've got their videotape machines, and they've probably got a town motto, something like reversing into the future together, in Latin. It's not twinned with anywhere, but it's got a suicide pact with Gdansk. That's Oldham. Now I imagine a line that crops up in every Oldham conversation at least 1,000 times every day of the year. Trouble at mill. Aye, Luddites. So, they'd turn agin me, would they, Ned Leather? Well, let me tell you, there's always been an Allroyd at Allroyd's mill, and by hell there always will be. These are the concerns that occupy the lives of the citizens of Oldham, I'm sure. And that line, trouble at mill, jumps out of every conversation with the regularity of a Primark bag. With that in mind, here it is. I've tried to help drag Oldham kicking and screaming into the 20th century with this very poem. And to that end, I've renamed it Trouble at Mall. Trouble at Mall. And I'm going to have to adopt a kind of yokel accent for this, excuse me, if it isn't 100% accurate. Trouble at Mall. Daily Bugle, front page news. A drunken posse on a booze cruise. Swear me in, I got nothing to lose. High five, low morale. Trouble at Mall. I heard about it at the Taj Mahal. I nearly choked on me Tarka Dow. I quizzed Chief Wiggum and he said, wow, coffin bags, trouble at the Mall. Bury my heart at Clinton Cards. Remember me to the old guard. These days you just gotta be hard, 'cause like they say in this here locale, and it's trouble at Mall. Trouble at Mall. H&M is full of flunkies, and Tony and Guy couldn't give a monkeys, in the dying words of Gore Vidal. And it's trouble, aye, trouble at mouth.
Right, say like an ant, right? An ant in the back garden. You you turn over a rock and there's an ant underneath it. It just knows the bottom of that rock, doesn't it? Like it can't even conceive of the idea of like the Eiffel Tower in Paris, can it?
No, probably not.
An
Unless
ant,
it's on the Eiffel Tower.
An ant does not know what the FTSE 100 index is, but the FTSE, well, no, but the FTSE 100 index is still there, right? And what I want to understand is the FTSE 100 index of the universe or the Eiffel Tower, because if it's out there for ants and it's out there, the kitchen is out there for germs and the Eiffel Tower is out there for ants and the FTSE 100 index is there to be learnt and understood, then so is the universe for me.
Video and cassette player. She looked out the window and saw the storm and wondered where her mommy and daddy had gone.
This is where you'll find me most evenings, when the sun is setting in late autumn and winter. Leighton Moss in the northwest of England, waiting for the starlings.
Eggs. Television.
What do you call Jane?
You're bored witless, aren't you? But it is futile because I could get an ant on my finger and explain to it in great detail what the FTSE 100 index is, even though I don't even understand it. But if I did, I could explain to it what it is. But the ant would not be able to comprehend what it actually is yet. It would never, would it?
No, well, yeah, I mean...
But it wouldn't, would it, though?
I mean, you could go on like this forever.
So, we will.
Work, we'll work, we'll work. We will. We will. We will. We will. We will. We will. We will.
Now let's go over to this side. This one is another one that reveals great truths about my life. This one, my favorite cartoon in the whole world. All Russians will know this one. It's Ежик в тумане, which means the hedgehog in the fog. And this is from a friend from Hull. I did a festival there once and fell in love with that place. Some of my favorite people are from there. Another one of the great movies ever. Love me some Norway, Cologne, hedgehog, another owl. This is the actual entrance to the La Concha Hotel, which they moved from its old location in Las Vegas, and it is now the entrance to the Nia Museum. As you can see, it is a thing of great beauty. Another strange magnet from Israel. Ooh, Cream Crunch. I've never even seen that cereal. And I've never seen Kaboom either, unfortunately. One of my favorite characters from Bugs Bunny. This, of course, is essential. I use Zoinks all the time, so had to have that. Another Iceland one. This one I just got recently. This is a new one. And it really resonated with me. More ice cream cones. Sugar Frosted Flakes, Tricks. Another one of the greatest movies ever made, in my humble opinion. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I love. And this is my favorite one that I have right here.
I have nothing to say about soft food. I have nothing to say about soft food.
Nothing! Fucking nothing! I'm not saying fuck all!
Spam boxing. Paying in books. So, well, we'll pay in, take out, yeah.
What it turns out is that deep frying actually is not boiling oil. It's a whole other level of heat.
What I'm saying is, even if I discovered the secrets of the universe, or someone did on this earth, our brain probably wouldn't be capable of comprehending what we discovered.
It's a drawing that a friend's daughter made for me when they came to visit me here in Iceland. This magnet down here is a well-known record store called 12 Tone Records here in Reykjavik. I think that's a cool one. My spirit animal is a sloth for sure, and there's one right there hanging from it. And there's also a flashlight and a level on my refrigerator, and I actually use them once in a while. I hope you've enjoyed this tour of my refrigerator. Sending you all much love and hope you're getting through January nicely. Take care. Bye.
Here's the red shelves, and this is actually where I keep all of these things. I'll show you some of them. They're kind of strange. When I make drawings, artworks on paper, I write a list. I just kind of tick off. I have a set number that I want to do, and then I start them, and then when I finish them, I make another mark down here. So, yeah, over the years, I've kind of kept these things. Not really any purpose to them. Not really sure what they mean. I guess they're just a testament to how many drawings I've done. Quite a lot over the years, apparently.
So we are in this sink, I'm telling you. We're in a sink and there's so much stuff out there we don't know and we're unaware of. And that's why I think about it every night. Always think in moderation. That's my motto.
You don't choose to follow it though, do you, really?
Nope. But you know, I could just limit it to weekends.
We just had it on a stovetop boiling. We didn't know. It wasn't nearly hot enough. So all we were doing was putting these things in. They were absorbing the oil entirely into it like a sponge. and then they were browning up. You know, they got brown. Then we were faced with the fact that we had, you know, almost 100 little oil sponges all around our kitchen. They were inedible. So we bought the house's light bulbs and we gave those samosas to the dog.
And she saw the dead rat that the mother wolf had left. She sat up and reached for it. Took a little bite. This isn't bad.
Springen is op de lange duur ook niet altijd opwindend.
Television, you can go now. Magic mushrooms, you can go now. Salted popcorn, you can go now. Anabolic steroids, you can go now. You can go now. You can go now. You can go now. Magazine subscription, you can go now. Meditation, you can go now. And the Turner, you can go
Call friends, heart to heart. 0891 17.
Is that it?
Is that it?
Roast chops, mince, pot pies, bacon, cooked ham, sausages.
Fresh cuts, bacon, pork sausages and sausage meat, ham, pork pies, sausage rolls and so on.
Hi, I'm Gary Plant, and thanks to the Royal Mail and the lovely eggs, I've just received the smallest letter in the world.